Ray.
This is Derek.
And I'm Kevin.
And we're here today to talk about controllers. Of course, controllers come in many different shapes and sizes, as you see here, but specifically we're talking about motion controllers. Now, of course, the Wii has been at the forefront since 2006, and of course, recently the PS Move and the Kinect have come out. Now, guys, now that we've had our hands up with all three, the big question is, which one's the best?
Well, I gotta tell you, I think after playing with Kinect all week, for your reviews and doing some research and actually getting our hands on, or not really hands-on to anything, it's some of the most exciting technology, I think, that to hit gaming in a long time. The potential is just enormous. My concern with Kinect is, how do you apply this to video games? I mean, right now you see the obvious, you see dancing, you see this Wii Sports type stuff, and it works really well. How do you apply this to other genres? How, in the same way that the Wii can make subtle refinements to other genres, can you really do that with Kinect, or is it an overhaul or nothing with this technology?
Yeah, I think it'll be really tricky to use the Kinect for things like traditional first-person shooters, like, I don't know if you're gonna fire guns at the screen or not, but what I'm hoping is maybe they'll get even more creative with the Kinect, and there'll be new genres which never even existed before, so it's definitely exciting to just think about what's possible in the future with that.
Well, definitely, and like you guys said, basically what's going to make or break the Kinect is going to be the software. Like right now you have 18 launch titles, but they all fall into one of three genres. Sports, exercise, or dancing. So I mean the question is going to be, can they make a first-person shooter? Can they make a survival horror? Can they, do the lightsaber game? Supposedly Rise of Nightmare from Sega will be out in the spring, and the George Lucas, Star Wars, LucasArts games will be out for next holiday. Will this system even be around? This peripheral be around then? Because those are the only two games that aren't exercise, dance, or sports related that we've heard of to even be possibly compatible with this.
Yeah, hopefully the Kinect is compatible with whatever next console they put out, or there'll be a lot of angry Kinect owners.
I mean, part of it, though, I think maybe Microsoft would have been better served to wait on the Kinect. Instead of tacking it on to the 360, it feels like a peripheral. Whereas the Wii is the platform, that's the control platform. With the PS Move and with the Kinect, it's a peripheral. It's something you have to add to your system. And so it sort of feels like they're playing catch-up, whereas, maybe if the Xbox 720 or whatever they do next, they could have said, listen, this is going to have motion right out of the box, only with a twist. You don't need any controller. That would have created a lot more hype, I think, than simply having something that's going to cost you an extra couple $100 just to have the camera and the game tacked onto your system. And honestly, does the existing 360 population care about Kinect? They're obviously trying to reach a new audience, but for that audience to play the game, they're going to have to buy the console, they're going to have to buy the camera, they're going to have to buy the games, and that's a pretty sizable investment for the casual market.
At least it's not a pink ball. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, and to Kevin's point, I think we're all in agreement that of the three new motion platforms, two are still really exciting, and one, sorry Kevin Butler, is just way behind the ball, so to speak. The PS Move just has not impressed me at all. Technically, it's a functionally perfect controller. It works well. It recognizes your motions. But what's different about it? What makes it any different than the Wii other than the glowing lightsaber ball at the end? Nothing. And none of the console's launch titles for that controller are any good to me. I was thoroughly underwhelmed by all of the software. Whereas Kinect, I was blown away by some of that stuff.
The Kinect came out with 18 titles designed specifically for it. The PS3, the PS Move, it has some titles that you can play with the controller, the Move is optional. There's nothing really, aside from the game that's packaged with it, the Sports Champions, there's really nothing specifically geared towards the possible motion control audience for the Sony people. And I think that really, again, going back to the software thing, it has no real software for it, so it's really suffering right now.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens this holiday season, I guess.
I think this holiday is going to be the big thing for Kinect. If Kinect can come out and really sell well this holiday, you'll start to see more of those games that we were talking about coming in January to Kinect, the survival horror stuff. You'll start to see more developers willing to take risks with Kinect, but it's really pivotal on how well it does in the first few months, I think.
Alright guys, let's wrap it up with this. From worst to best, I guess the worst we have to say PS Move, and then the Kinect because the jury's still kind of out on it. And then you got to go, I guess, number one, tried and true still, Nintendo Wii. You guys in agreement with that?
Yeah, I mean, the Wii has so much software for it. It doesn't have that extra investment of the camera. So, I mean, for now, yeah, I'd probably say the Wii, but we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, based on the software alone, if you're asking what's the best motion platform, it's still got to be the Wii. I think, in fact, it's underrated in terms of the games on the platform. There's a lot of bad stuff. I like to call it the Wii excrement ratio because there's so many games on the Wii. A lot of them are going to be awful, and as you guys have seen on our channel, some of them are really, really bad. But that doesn't take away from the really good, really revolutionary stuff that is on Nintendo's platform. And until the Kinect can mature, I still think the Wii is the #1 motion control platform. But it's still very early.
So there you go, folks. Wii looking strong, Xbox in the running, Sony not so much. Yeah. So, all right. So for Kevin and Derek, I of course am Ray, and we are coming to you from the CGR Undertow Underwater base. And until next time, take it easy, everybody.